For 3 days in July 1863, a quiet Pennsylvania town became a graveyard for more than 50,000 men, and the turning point of a nation at war. The summer sun rose over the rolling hills of Gettysburg on July 1st, 1863. Farmers were tending fields. Children were playing in dusty streets. But by midday, thunder rolled. Not from the sky, but from cannons. The American Civil War had already torn the nation apart for 2 brutal years. Now, General Robert E. Lee led his Confederate Army north into Union territory, hoping for a decisive victory on northern soil. Across the fields, Union forces under General George G. Meade rushed to block him. Day 1, chaos and collision. The fighting began unexpectedly. Confederate troops pushed Union soldiers through the town. Streets filled with smoke and screams. By evening, Union forces regrouped on higher ground, Cemetery Hill and Culp's Hill, forming a strong defensive line. The hills would become the key to survival. Day 2, the fight for the flanks. July 2nd exploded with violence. Confederates attacked both ends of the Union line. At places like Little Round Top, soldiers fought hand-to-hand. Bayonets clashed. Bullets tore through ranks. One Union regiment from Maine made a desperate downhill charge, saving the Union flank at the last possible moment. The fields were soaked in blood. Thousands fell. Still, neither side surrendered. Day 3, Pickett's charge. On July 3rd, General Lee made a bold and tragic decision. After a massive artillery bombardment, nearly 12,500 Confederate soldiers marched across open fields toward the center of the Union line in what became known as Pickett's charge. It was a deadly gamble. Union cannons roared. Rifles cracked. The Confederate lines shattered under relentless fire. Those who survived retreated in defeat. Lee's invasion of the North had failed. When the smoke cleared, over 50,000 men were dead, wounded, or missing, making Gettysburg the bloodiest battle of the war. But it was more than numbers. It marked the beginning of the end for the Confederacy. Months later, President Abraham Lincoln stood on that very ground and delivered the Gettysburg Address, reminding the nation that the fallen had not died in vain, that a new birth of freedom must emerge from their sacrifice. Gettysburg proved one truth. Sometimes the fate of a nation is decided in just 3 days. And in those 3 days, history changed forever.